Hello everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. In the world of gluten-free, this recipe deserves some attention. Gluten-free pizza crust. So in today's video, the focus is on the pizza dough. So if you have a gluten sensitivity, this one's for you. And I'll leave the toppings up to you. Top off your pizza however you like it or what you need to do. For the sake of the video, I'm using pepperoni, bacon, and pineapple. And topped it off with cheddar cheese. But if you have any sensitivities, you'll have to check out the ingredients in each of the toppings to make sure that it's suitable for you. So baking with gluten-free products is quite a challenge. Make sure that you have a good quality flour that has xanthan gum added to it. But even still, the texture of your dough will be different than regular pizza dough. So stay with me and I'll show you how to make this and a few little tricks to make it more successful. And this will turn out chewy and a little bit crispy at the same time. It will make enough dough for one medium pizza. So alright guys, let's get started. Place 1 1/4 cup of gluten-free flour into your large mixing bowl. Then add 1 1/8 teaspoon of quick rising yeast. Then 1 1/4 teaspoon gluten-free baking powder. And a half teaspoon of salt. This will help to add some flavor. Now then, add 3/4 cup of warm water. Lukewarm water, not too hot. And then 2 teaspoons of liquid honey. Now I'm adding that directly into the bowl, but if I'd thought sooner, I would have put it directly into the hot water before adding that, so you can do it that way if you want. Now the next ingredient is half a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. It helps to make the dough a little bit more flaky. Next, add 1/4 cup of olive oil. And this helps to make the authentic flavor that we like in pizza dough, and it'll help it to brown up better as well. And I just use the dough hook and mix it together until it's well incorporated. This dough will not cling together the same as what you're used to seeing with regular pizza dough. It will remain a bit sticky, and it will have a light and airy texture. So you'll just take a large spoon now and scrape it down from the sides of the bowl, and then cover it over with some saran wrap or a towel, and let it rise for about 30 minutes. Then turn your dough out onto some parchment paper that's got some gluten-free flour on the parchment paper already. And I turn it back and forth using the parchment paper just to get it coated with some more flour. This will stiffen the dough up a little bit and help to keep it from sticking to the parchment paper. So I pat it down until it's in the shape of a circle. Add a little bit more gluten-free flour, and I place another piece of parchment paper on top and continue pressing down with my hands and working from the center outward, and shape it so that it's into a circle and the thickness that you'd like it to be. I don't want it to be too thick of a crust, so I'm going to press it down till it's about 12 inches round, and it's probably a good 1/4 inch thick. Now peel off the parchment paper and get someone to give you a hand with this next part. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Just put the dough back on, pat it down, and try over again. However, I'm using a pan with holes in it, so I need help. So it's greased, and I'm going to get someone to lift the pan up to meet me, and we'll put it on there very quickly. So as you can see here, it's not absolutely perfect, but it went onto the pan and we're able to work with it. Smooth it out while you still have the parchment paper on it, and then remove that paper. And just pat down any cracks that have formed. This dough does seem very fragile. Well, it is. And it might be easier just to put it onto a pan that doesn't have any holes in the bottom. You could just place your dough on it and form it right there directly on the pan. Either way, remember to grease your pizza pan before applying the dough. Buy gluten-free pizza sauce and whatever toppings you like. If that's a sensitivity that you have, go for it. Place it in the oven for about 20 minutes and keep a close eye on it because every oven is different. It needs to be a hot oven at 425 degrees and on the middle rack. Remember that your ingredients matter. Not all gluten-free flours are created equal. But also, if you don't like the honey option, you can use maple syrup or granulated sugar. And if you want to have it vegan, you can completely put just nothing but veggies on it. And if you want dairy-free, there's options for that too. Just pick up some cheese substitutes. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.